what you wrote in your own exams, but also how you helped all your fellow students. You deserve to call yourself Master of the Universe. But you also went to France, where you met Rennes. And in France, the University of Rennes awards Marcus with the grade Master of Arts. So, you will have another diploma, also from Rennes, and it says École Supérieure de Commerce de Rennes, Master's degree. Congratulations, Marcus. But this is completely not enough. More will follow.
Yeah. Because Marcus was not only busy in school and in university, he also was busy in his spare time. He did a lot of things. For example, he already talked about that Marcus was living in Germany for a while, and he was living actually in a flat of ours, like basically the table was sitting there. And just the basic thing to sum up what Marcus is just the word amazing, because he has just so much energy. He always motivated us to do something, to get out of the house, to do some crazy stuff. And he always went on parties with us. He always had to eat after parties because he was so hungry. And one of the things one has to remember, or we remember, was his 10-day short trip to Italy, where he visited like 7 or 8 cities, and he wrote one postcard from each of them to our planet. Thank you very much, and we award you the diploma of the best Brazilian roommate from the 9th Gold University of Dresden.
As you know, Marcus is also very instrumental. So he played an instrument, but not only he played the instrument and practiced in his room, he also joined a band, which name was?
Chapin?
And that's why we would award Marcus as the best bassist player in Germany. Yes.
Along with a certificate, he got a spice, that is the German equivalent for chervil, because chervil is a spice, so he can now make great food. Talking of food, I remember one special situation, like shortly after Marcus arrived in Dresden. He was hungry again, and he wanted to eat some chicken and some boiled rice. Well, the chicken was frozen first, as it is sometimes, and well, he started to prepare his supper. And in the end, he was sitting at the table and was very excited because he was hungry. And he tried to cut the chicken. It was kind of blackish from the outside and still frozen in the inside. Well, but Marcus is a very positive guy, so he says, "Yeah, well, I still have the rice." But the rice wasn't quite long enough in the pot, so it was hard to chew it, and he wasn't very lucky that day. Because of that situation, we will award you the certificate for the worst cook.
Yeah, Marco!
We already talked about his favorite sport, and now we do know that his favorite sport is going out and drinking beer with his friends, but it wasn't always like this. Once he tried to join the fitness club. Yeah, that's true. He paid the bill for like 2 years. And because he thought he would be more motivated going to the gym when he had already paid, but well, I think it was like 5 times in total. And afterwards he sold the ticket to another guy who really wanted to go to the gym. And that's why we want to give you another good award, which is called Most Inactive Gym Member of the Schwarzenegger School of Bodybuilding. Congratulations. Marcus always needed money for all his computers. So he also had to go to work, and once he went working to Neuss. Neuss is situated
in Düsseldorf.
And there he worked in a car part producing company, something like this. And he was a quite good worker. He worked his 8 hours straight. Afterwards he went to a party, and next morning he got up again and worked 8 hours straight again. He wasn't tired, but he worked. And this proves that he is very reliable, and when he wants to do something, he does it, and that's why we award you the certificate for the best Croatian replacement worker from the University of Neuss. Congratulations. Marcus also is a very organized guy. He likes to do Excel sheets. Excel sheets where all his dates are on, where the next holiday is planned, like more detailed than anyone could ever do it. And we always admired him of that, doing all the Excel sheets and all the planning and organizing. But in the end we figured, in the end we saw that most of the time it wasn't quite easy for him either to fit all the schedules he had done. And most of the time there was a little money problem that wasn't he didn't take care of too much. So he'll get the award of the best travel planner from the Lonely Planet Business School. Congratulations.
Chérie, c'est quoi?
Afrique du Sud et Kenya. Voilà, c'est bien, on va pouvoir calculer notre voyage de noces là-bas.
C'est juste à pub.
Well,
C'est juste à pub, oui.
German winters are cold. Way colder than the Brazilian ones, I think. But there are also nice things to do in winter. For example, to build a snowman. So the girls and Marcus went outside to build a snowman. The snowman was almost finished, but Marcus looked at him and said, that's not quite a good thing. Something is missing. So he took 2 good hands of snow and build up the part of the snowman that makes him a snow woman. For this extraordinary work, we award you the certificate for the best snow surgeon from the Princeton Meteorological Hospital.
Show it, Tom. Show it. These are the pictures of the snow woman.
But there's more.
There's more.
He doesn't own, well, he didn't only want to have dogs, he also wanted to have mice.
Oh.
Those sweet little mice. So he went to the pet shop and bought 2. They're called colored mice, I think. They're pretty cute. And he gave them 2 pretty unusual pet names for mice. That was Cow and Mew. Well, these mice didn't like each other so much. They were fighting. Besides, they were also stinky, and they were always loud. And our the other roommates in our flat knew every time we were at home because our door was open and the smell went outside the floor. So sometimes he put the pets or the mice in another room so you could sleep. And once he drove the bus, I think, he was listening or talking to some guys about mice. And these guys told him that mice don't live only 2 years, they live 10. That was the end of my story, so Marcus went to the Great Garden of Dresden.
You did that?
With the 2 mice, and he left without him. 1 mice, at least that's what he told us, 1 mice turned around, looked at him with his brown eyes, and said, "Take me back," but Marcus was strong. That's why we award you the certificate for the worst pet nanny from the Wildlife Reserve. He also tried to ride the bike, and I think it didn't take him too long to figure out how to do it. But he bought the bike in like parts for 100 euros on the internet, and it came to the flat, and he started to be a mechanic. Well, it didn't work out so well, and the bike was most of the time flat, or the tires were flat. So he sold it for half the price to another foreigner. Pretty well done, Marcus. That's why we award you the certificate for the best bike mechanic from the Pimp My Bike School.
IKEA guys.
Well, last but not least, we need Emily over here, just for a sec, because you've been married, or you're married now for a few hours, so you already can tell that he's going to be the best husband. So we need your signature on the certificate Best Husband for Marcus from the University of Law in Rennes. Thank you very much. Marcus, don't you think Emily deserves the same?
Yes, she does.
Emily deserves the same. So please put your signature under the certificate Best Wife, as well from University of Love, and then for Amelie.